Hey guys, welcome to the replay. My hair's doing crazy things today. It's all good. We're going to wait for everyone to jump on. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about calendaring and planning out your month. It's the end of the month, and this is my time where I sit down with a blank calendar and plan out the rest of my month so that I am not like a chicken with her head cut off running around trying to figure everything out. So I'm going to have some great time management ideas and some calendaring ideas to hopefully help you master your February and get it underway. So if you'd like, I'd appreciate, just click on this little guy down here and you can grab your share options. I love it when you share. That helps me to get this message out to those that need it. And oh, thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate that, Tara. And also make sure you're following me. So if you've happened on this, make sure that you're following me, and you can do that by clicking down here. It's going to bring up my profile. And if you have questions, my email address is on there too. So please feel free to email me if you have questions. Oh, wow. Angie, you're in Greece. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. So fun. So my name is Nicole Vincent. I am a network marketing professional, and I have partnered with doTERRA for my network marketing pursuit. And it's been a great thing, but budgeting time can be a little crazy when you are working at home and you're an entrepreneur. So working at home has a lot of benefits, but if you're like me and you're a little bit ADD, then it can get a little crazy. And sometimes you get distracted. Actually, a lot of the times you get distracted, especially if your brain is like mine. And it really makes a big difference if you plan out your month in advance and what you want it to look like. So right now I'm in a phase where I'm doing a lot of online stuff. I'm not doing a lot of in-person trainings because my husband's grandfather, tips for ADDers. It's a real thing. So grandpa lives with us and I'm his main caregiver. So I am really tied to the house a lot. So online stuff is working a lot better for me right now at my junction in life. But this planning and these ideas can really help you, especially if you're teaching classes, one-on-ones, and you're trying to get your business growing. Or if you're in another company and you're doing presentations or parties or meeting with people, it helps so much to plan it out. That's a great question, Meg. I'm guessing that's it, Meg. Okay, she asked, do I do Facebook classes? I actually have not ventured into the world of Facebook classes yet. I know a lot of people have done them and they have a lot of success. I'm more of an ad-libber, if you haven't guessed. And so for me to like go through and prepare posts for a Facebook class, I just haven't done that yet. But I know there are several on my team that have had a lot of success with it. Lots of other teams that have had good success with it. So I'm not opposed to that. So I wanted to show you, and I'm just going to flip this around real quick. The dog's right on cue because the mailman's here. Thank you. Hush. Sorry. So loud. Oh, doggy, be quiet. Hey, Laney, hush. Okay, since the mailman doesn't drive by every day, oh my gosh, they're so crazy. Okay, but hey, there's my naughty boxer. I felt so he had to get the cone of shame on. You see him over there? I took it off. I felt so bad. It was so pitiful. He kept running into everything. So my husband's not going to be happy with me. Anyway, okay, so here's my calendar. And I actually, on my printer, it has an app that just prints out a blank calendar for me. And what I do is I really block my time. So you can see on here that Mondays, I'm pretty busy. I stack a lot of stuff on Mondays. I've got my weekly, open Q&A call. I've got my mastermind Zoom with my silvers and above. And then I've got my business basics webinar at 9. I've got that every Monday. And then Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month, I've got my I Have Oils Now What webinar. And then Wednesdays, I have my weekly webinar. So I've got all my webinars on here, but they're all blocked towards the beginning of the week. And what that does is that allows me to have Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday to myself. So if I choose to fill that with business time, I can. Or if I have family, a lot of times my husband will work from home and we'll go for Friday lunch dates. I take grandpa out for our lunch dates, and it really, really helps a lot to have your time blocked. So when you're looking at your schedule to make, to schedule your classes, to schedule your one-on-ones, even if you don't have a host for a class or you don't have a person to meet with a one-on-one, I would recommend saying, hey, on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'm open for a class or one-on-ones. And then that way, when those come along and you have that space created, you're able to have that spot already available in your calendar and you're not having to move stuff around. Now, if you're trying to plan a class, let's say, okay, my goal is to have four classes this month. Now, I'll answer that question just a second. That's a great question. If you're having regular classes, let's say I want to have 4 classes this month, then I would recommend finding the days that work for you and your family. If daytime works better, schedule some daytime. If evenings or weekends work better, schedule those. Even if you don't have a hostess yet, have that time set aside on your calendar. And I promise you, like, it's crazy how when you put that intention out, God fills it up. And that doesn't mean you just sit back in your recliner, put your feet up, hands behind your back, and you relax, and a host is just going to randomly call you. No, it just means that as you're making your daily contacts, and you can say, look, I've got an opening for a class this month. I have either a Tuesday at 10 a.m. or a Friday at 7 p.m. available. Which one would work better for you? And I promise, guys, it works so well, especially if you are putting it out to your friends on Facebook or you are texting people. If you let them know you have limited availability and you have scheduled availability, but there's a little bit of flexibility in there. You have little options. It's amazing how people are like, ooh, I need to take advantage of that. And so I know a lot of times when I was really starting to grow my business, I would post on Facebook, okay, guys, I only have 2 spots available for classes this month. I've got 1 daytime spot and 1 evening spot. Shoot me a message. Okay. Well, my daughter got a new little remote control scooter and it's driving the dog nuts. Okay, Addie, take it away. He's barking too loud. But I would post on Facebook saying, hey, I only have, make it sound like it's scarce. Like this is all you've got. You're squeezing it in. And honestly, who knows? That might be the only thing you have to look forward to socially that month. Cause that's how your life is. I don't know. But if you make it sound like there's limited availability for some reason with humans, if it's scarce or it's limited or a little bit exclusive, seriously, well, it's real life. It's real life. We're going to have kids. We're going to have dogs barking, mailman stopping by. Like, that's something that I think is so important. I want you guys to feel like, hey, dude, my house is totally the same way. And if she can do it with her crazy, obnoxious kids and dogs and stuff going on, then I can too. So, look at your calendar, find space. If you're doing one-on-ones, if you're doing classes, if you're doing both, make space for that. Put it in your calendar. If you tend to be one that is really good at overscheduling yourself, I'm so glad this helps you. If you're one that is overscheduling yourself and you're not leaving enough time for your family, then make sure you're putting that in your calendar. That's why I leave my Thursdays and Fridays almost blank. If you looked at my Google Calendar, almost all of my Thursdays and Fridays are wide open. And I leave that wide open so I can, take grandpa to lunch or shopping or have a lunch date with my husband. Or, and there's certain evenings that I always leave open for my kids in the afternoons. And I really try to, my weekends are pretty sacred. So I leave those open so they're there for my family. But if you need to actually put in a block of time that says, hey, from 4 to 6 every day, I'm in full mom mode, or I'm in full dad mode, or I'm in full grandma mode, or whatever point of life you're at, full family mode, put that in there if you need that. There was a time when I had to do that. When I was doing Diamond Club, I had to put family time in my calendar because it was so easy. I was in pedal to the metal, full throttle mode, and it was really easy to just let that family time just kind of be non-existent. And that's not what this is about. So calendar out, exactly, you've got to have family time. Oh, before I forget, so somebody asked, Which do I prefer, Periscope or Zoom? So I love Periscope. I love it for the impromptu-ness of it. I love, because I'm just kind of a fly-by-my-seat kind of pants girl. I don't like to do a lot of preparations. And so if a thought comes to mind, I can just grab my phone, especially if I have like a couple minutes, and I can just share those thoughts with you. And I love that. And I love that it's just kind of unrehearsed and it's real and it's raw. And I'm able just to connect with those people that have chosen to connect with me. And I like Periscope because I'm in the five love languages. I can't talk today, but I can't talk anyway, any day. It's all good. But in the 5 love languages, I'm words of affirmation. And so scoping, honestly, to me, it's very validating. Like seeing those hearts and seeing people participate. So as I'm sharing, words of wisdom with you guys of things that I've learned and tips and tricks, but it fills my bucket as well. Now with Zoom, I really use that for webinars, and I'm just starting to use it for masterminding and Q&A with my team. And so I'm excited to see how it works in that platform. But for webinars, I love it when I'm trying to present in a more professional manner, a more classroom type environment where people can, I can record it and we can reuse the same thing. And so they both have their advantages and disadvantages. And I like both platforms, but when I need to prepare a PowerPoint and I need to look like a professional and I need to present cohesive material, I do like the Zoom a little bit better. Periscope for me is just a little bit more impromptu, a little bit more relaxed, and a little bit more real. Not that I'm fake on my webinars if you've ever participated, but I definitely am a little bit, I try to be a little bit more professional and all that stuff. So anyway, so hopefully that answers your question on Periscope versus Zoom. And if you haven't checked out Zoom, then it's a great video conferencing service. Zoom.us is the website. So guys, print out your blank calendar today. If you don't have a fancy pants printer, I seriously can't talk today. I need a nap. That's what I need. I need a nap and some chocolate. I definitely need some chocolate. If you don't have a printer that will print out your calendar, just Google month calendar, and guess what? Your friend Google will spit you one out right away. And so just print off a calendar, write it out, have it out in front of you. And then what I do for my calendar is I will go in and I will I'm going to make sure it's in my digital calendar, my Google calendar, because I live and die by that sucker. And then I'm going to make sure that if I need to create an event, a Facebook event, or I need to make a graphic so that information can be shared, I can do that. And I really try to do it the last couple days of the month so that I am prepared. And I always calendar before I do my newsletter. So that way, when I do my newsletter, I already have my events and my dates and my times set aside so that I can, in my event section on my newsletter, I can get that, underway and organized. If you guys want to subscribe to my newsletter, you're welcome to do that. If you just go on Facebook under Nicole's Natural News, there is a join, I think it's like a join my newsletter button or something. Just click on that and that will deliver that newsletter right to your inbox. It's nothing great, I can promise you, but it works. It's utilitarian and it does the job. Any other questions, you guys, about time management or calendaring or anything like that? Or any other questions? Okay. I guess you guys are good. So have a fabulous day, guys. And I don't think I'll probably be scoping until Monday unless I have something profound to say tomorrow. But Sundays for me that's my family and my worship day. And so maybe if I have a really good moment, I might scope tomorrow. We did a really good practice at the Foot Zone conference that I went to about writing letters to God and from God. And that was a really cool experience. So maybe I'll share that with you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. We'll talk with you soon. Thanks again for sharing. Thanks again for making sure that you're following me. Yes, Nicole's Natural News. And you'll see my actually made up picture. So look for my red lipstick, which I typically don't wear unless I'm presenting. but I love my red lipstick. And I'll have my picture on there, and it has a little lavender thing. But yeah, Nicole's Natural News, and it's got my little join now or join my newsletter or something like that. I think it's got a little rainbow on it. I don't remember. But that will get you my newsletter in your inbox, and then you can use that as an example of, you know, maybe what a newsletter should look like, or maybe it'll just give you ideas. I don't know. It's not that great of a newsletter, so, but it does the job. It does the job. So have a great day. Have a great day calendaring and getting prepared for February, because February is continuing the New Year, New You deal. So you want to make sure you're taking advantage of that and getting people enrolled so that they are getting on LRP and that your business is growing and that residual income is rolling in. So have a great one, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.